reserves like she's putting up food for a Russian winter. For an army. Why she'd think them tough military guys would even want fancy fruit spread on their toast rations doesn't make a lick of sense to me. But she keeps insisting that no man is too manly.
Pearl, focus,
Tobin said sharply. Oh, sorry, Tobin. I don't have a contingency plan for this. Things were messed up if organized drill sergeant Pearl was scatterbrained.
Stay put.
Tobin's boots hit the floor.
I'm on my way over.
Garnet's place was only 15 minutes from the Split Rock Ranch and Resort. Sometimes when Tobin worked in the back 40 of the ranch, it was closer to drive to Garnet's for lunch than to head back to the office. A tree-lined driveway led to the two-story house. The style wasn't Victorian, but a few years before he'd come to work at the Split Rock, Garnet had redone the exterior of the house in that gingerbread style which she'd taken literally. The house resembled something out of Hansel and Gretel's nightmares. Each corner had a pastel theme with what looked like icing dripping down, but the decor fit Garnet's unique and quirky personality. She had kept the big yard natural grasses rather than a manicured lawn. At one time there'd been cattle on the nearly 100 acres, but not since she'd owned it. He parked next to Pearl's Range Rover, taking the steps two at a time. He knocked briefly on the screen door before he stepped inside. Immediately, the sweet scent of strawberries hit him. "Garnet," he called out. No response. But Pearl poked her head over the swinging saloon doors that separated the kitchen from the dining room. "In here." Tobin pushed through the doors and stopped in his tracks. Chaos wasn't unusual around Garnet, but this was insanity. Garnet had 2 pails of strawberries on the floor. Across the room on the counter were pint jars of preserves, stacked 3 high, in rows of 10, 4 rows of 10. "Garnet?" She whirled around. "Tobin, no time to talk, Sonny. As you can see, I'm busy. She pointed to the opposite counter. "But help yourself to some champagne. It's good stuff." "Why don't you take a load off for a few minutes and have a glass with me?" Tobin glanced over at Pearl. "You too." Garnet squinted at Tobin and sighed. "Try harder to convince me, boy. You didn't even whip out them dimples. Go on, give me that charming smile." Tobin laughed. "You are such a bossy Bessie." "Only in my kitchen. Everywhere else I'm as docile as a baby lamb." Pearl snorted. "We're breaking out my mother-in-law's hoity-toity crystal for this." Garnet sported a lemon-yellow rhinestone bedazzled do-rag. Her apron, pants, and arms were coated in strawberry juice and pulp. She had sugar around her nose and across her upper lip as if she'd been sniffing cocaine. "I'll get the glasses," Pearl said. "Tobin, you snag a bottle of the cold champagne from the fridge. We're not drinking the warm crap." In a stage whisper after Pearl left the kitchen, Garnet said, "She's the bossy Bessie." "I heard that." The next moment, Garnet was right in his face. "I'm really mad at you, Tobin Hale. I can't believe you didn't tell me you were giving Renner notice and leaving your job." But I did mention it last month. Don't you remember me saying I'd been considering it?" "Oh, pooh, I'm old. I can't remember everything. Anyway, I hope you've applied to places in Cheyenne. I guess that's where I'm moving. At least we'll still see each other sometimes." He frowned. "Since when are you moving to Cheyenne?" Garnet flopped down on a kitchen chair. "It's not a move out of choice." "You always have a choice." "Not according to my son. He says I'm incapable of living on my own. He's hired professionals to pack my stuff up. I don't know when he plans to sell the house, but it won't matter because I'll be gone. Playing tiddlywinks in the assisted living place until I'm actually gone for good." She ducked her head to hide her face. Where did Garnet's son get off meddling in his mother's life and making her cry? As far as he knew, neither the man nor anyone in his family had ever set foot in this house. "Miss G, can you listen to me for